All right, everybody. Happy Sunday night. Welcome to Music on the Menu on the River. Alan K. Stowies, as I always am, Sunday nights, 9 to 10 o'clock, bringing you regional artists doing their own original material from right here in northeastern Pennsylvania. And we are so excited about tonight's show because Mike Miz is our guest. First of all, Mike, great to see you.
You too, thanks.
And DC here as always. DC, good to see you. Mike-less tonight because we've got guests in, but DC is here manning the board. And I got to be honest with the listeners, you know, we've been talking about it for a month and a half now, how we haven't been at the casino at Mohegan Sun because our studio is under construction. And so we haven't had guests in because this studio is way up in the mountain in Scranton, kind of hard to find. And I was thinking about, you know, not having guests in until we get settled into our new home. But when I got the new record, Mike, the other day, I was just like, we gotta get him up here. You know, I'll drive you up here if I have to.
Which is what you did.
Which is what I did. And it's funny because we're driving up here tonight, and Mike knows the Scranton Mountains more than I do because you're a hiker, I guess, and you know a little bit of this terrain. And
yeah.
You didn't even know this road.
No, I've never been on this road my whole life.
Yeah, this is really, and it's beautiful though. I mean, like you said, when we were coming up, what a view!
It's really nice.
Really. Mike, congratulations on this new record. You know, I listened to it a couple of days ago, and I fell in love with it immediately. You know, I think being a big fan of all of your work, I'm still going to say, I'll say it right now, it's your best album. You know, and that's saying a lot because I love all your albums, you know.
Thanks.
So we're going to play a lot of tracks tonight on the show. Let's talk about the record, though, now. Where did you record this one? You know, where did you record it? Who were the musicians that played with you on it? You know, tell us a little bit about the background of the record.
Sure. I was introduced to this guy named Stitch through a mutual friend of ours, another friend, Andy Pace, who was a great drummer. And he has a studio in Hawley in the Silk Mill. It's called Logic Pause Sound Lab. And he's currently actually renovating a church and moving into that, but that's going to be a few months. But anyway, got introduced to Stitch, and it started real slow, but you know, I had written all these songs, and we started demoing them, and then it just slowly sort of turned into this monster. To list all the off the top of my head, to list all the musicians that played on it, I probably wouldn't do it justice. So you'll have to buy it. We have really nice liner notes, which it says every person that played on every song. But yeah, I basically called in most of my friends, and what I did was I would write a song, and we would get the bones of it down, like the drums, bass, guitars, and then I would think, wow, who would sound great on piano, or who would sound great on violin, or maybe this needs some strings, or it needs some percussion, and then I just started calling in the troops, and they did a great job.
It's really a terrific record. Again, it's called A Year Ago Today, and it will be released on January 26th.
Yep. So
we're about a week and a half out now, and it will be celebrated, the release, at the River Street Jazz Cafe with a performance by the band. So we're going to talk about all of that during the show, but let's get to the music. I really couldn't wait to get some of this on the radio tonight. This is the first track on the record. It's called Being Good at Being Blue.
Look at the shape I'm in, see how the clouds roll in. It sometimes feels like I was born to lose. Gone are those evenings past, all the days that move so fast. Now I am just a window you look through. If not for you, I would never feel alone the way I do. If not for you, if not for you, I would never be this good at being blue. If not for you. When I saw you close that door, I knew what I'd been looking for. As you walked in slow motion across the room. Now I have seen a lot of things, pretty girls and ballroom scenes, but nothing ever took me quite like you. If not for you, I would never feel they took away my photograph, took me to this place. I've been trying to reach you, but now I'm hung up on my past. If nothing changes, nothing moves, nothing ever lasts. I've lived a lot of dreams, played old guitars and worn out jeans, underneath the light of 1,000 moons. Till one day you were standing there, a perfect fit for a perfect square. I never checked the mail till I met you. If not for you, I would never feel alone I do. If not for you, if not for you, I would never be this good at being blue. If not for you, if not for you, I would never be this good at being blue. I would never this good at being blue. 1, 2, 3. Late one afternoon, I woke up in some hotel with my mind all paralyzed and my nerves all shot to hell. My heart was all in pieces and my soul was worn too thin. I had lost all track of where my failures start and where they end. Oh, they say that when it happens, you'll know it when it comes. Oh, and when you finally meet her, well, you'll know that she's the one. They say that when it happens, well, you'll know right then for sure. But now all that's gone away, 'cause she don't love me anymore. Well, if you saw her smile, then you would understand. But this ain't no laughing matter now that I'm a broken man. Her love is like an anchor, and it's tied around my heart. And the more she wants to leave me, the more I come apart. Oh, they say that when it happens, you'll know it when it comes. Oh, and when you finally meet her, well, you'll know that she's the one. They say that when it happens, well, you'll know right then for sure. But now all that's gone away, 'cause she don't love me anymore. So I'll account the difference, the reason things went wrong. For I know it's all my fault, and that's the reason she is gone. She gave me all she had, then she gave a little more. But I just could not keep my promise, now my heart is on the floor. Church basements, back down these dusty roads. Oh, I'm headed back to where I started all those years ago. And somewhere, maybe somehow, I will see her face again. But I can't shake this funny feeling, it won't matter in the end. Oh, they say that when it happens, you'll know it when it comes. Oh, and when you finally meet her, well, you'll know that she's the one. They say that when it happens, well, you'll know right then for sure. But now all that's gone away, 'cause she don't love me anymore. But now all that's gone away, 'cause she don't love me. She don't love me anymore.
Miz here on Music on the Menu on the River with a song called Anymore. And before that, another one from Miz, Being Good at Being Blue. They're both new songs from the brand new record a year ago today, which will be released on January 26th. And Mike, there's been some changes with the release date. You brought it a little bit more into focus. You were telling me on the ride up in the car. You want to talk about that to the folks listening?
Yeah, just putting it out there that we're just going to release it all in all formats, the whole thing, the whole shebang, January 26th. We were going to hold off on the digital release, and the website is going to have a store on it with new merch and the album. But it's just too confusing to have two different releases, and we're just letting it all fly January 26th. So if you're not going to be able to make it out to the show, you'll still be able to order the record off the website.
Get it on the website on the 20th. And, of course, the CD release party that night at the River Street Jazz Cafe, which is a great room for you. Matter of fact, last time I saw you was Halloween.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you were doing the Tom Petty show. I was surprised you recognized me that night because I was Robert Palmer.
You were.
And so I was in costume.
It was a pleasant surprise to be rocking out and look out in the crowd and be like, is that Alan Case out dressed as Robert Palmer? Wow.
That was a fun night. That was a really fun night. Mike, this record, such beautiful songs. And obviously some of them breakup songs. And, I've said this many times, 80% of the songs on the radio are breakup songs. I mean, that's what inspires people to write so much. And it's cathartic, You talk a little bit about your muse or where your inspiration for writing this group of beautiful numbers on this record?
Yeah, sure. So when I wrote all these songs, I talk about this a lot, but I basically took 4 months off from life. I didn't play any shows. I didn't have a cell phone. I didn't go on social media. I didn't really talk to anyone but my parents. I sort of went on this spiritual retreat and surrounded myself with some really good people. And the relationship I was in had ended, and there was some lingering weirdness in the air about it, as there often is with those things. And it just inspired me to write these tunes. Some of them are hopeful, and some of them are not. And writing songs is really, when it comes down to it, it's sort of my way of dealing with life. I don't know. I can't not write. Like, I have to write,
Yeah.
Even when I don't feel like writing, it's like something, I just have to do it. So, it's an interesting story too, because then the breakup happened and the songs came out, but then now we're back together.
So it's a happy ending. And that's the best.
Yeah.
That's the best. Yeah. Yeah, your girlfriend's great. It's good, and the music. I mean, it's thoughtful. I think I said it's inspiring. It's it's melodic. I mean, you have such a great gift. I asked you this last time you were on the show. I said you're such a great guitarist, and you're a great vocalist. I love your voice. And you're a songwriter, you're a lyricist. What do you consider yourself the most?
Great question. I've been asked that a few times recently, and a while back I got a notebook and I just wrote everything out in the notebook of what I was trying to do with my life, where I wanted to head, who I wanted to be, what I wanted to work on, all this stuff about life in general. I think it's really, really important to do that in your life sometimes, is just write it out. So I wrote it out, and what I came to realize is that first and foremost, I want to be a songwriter, and I think that's what I am. Although I love playing guitar, and I'll always play guitar, and that's how I write the songs, on the guitar. But as far as just focusing on being this crazy guitar player, or there's so many great players out there that it's kind of mind-boggling, but at the end of the day, what I find myself doing is, I end up going back to like listening to James Taylor or something. Sure. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I love all those, even the Allman Brothers. But like the one thing that I've noticed is that even all the great guitar players, or the guitar players that were in great bands, they all had great songs, and that's first and foremost. Like, even if you're into the Dead and that the whole jam scene, for me, I do like that scene, but the bands have to have good songs for me to like them.
Well, you've got some great songs, man. You really do. Let's play another one right now. This one's called Please Don't Say Goodbye, from the new record.
I remember waking up each morning next to you. And I remember falling, but I don't remember when. We were staying in that big house by the water. It almost felt like we were married, even though I never been. And somewhere along the way, I think I fell in love. And somewhere along the way, I felt okay right where I was. Somewhere on those country roads, I think I told a lie. So please don't say it's over, please don't say goodbye. I remember sunlight burning off that morning fog, and I remember feeling like I never want to leave. I remember moonlight shining off your pretty face, and I remember saying, this is all I'd ever need. And somewhere along the way, I think I fell in love. And somewhere along the way, I felt okay right where I was. Somewhere on those country roads, I think I told a lie. So please don't say it's over, please don't say goodbye. There's something in the evergreens, in the early morning dew. There's something in the fallen leaves, and it makes me think of you. I'm stuck in late September dreams, and I need them to come true. I just can't help it, I'm so in love with you. Remember on that night before I left for good, we sat beside the fire and I gently kissed your face. I was holding you so close, like now I wish I could. The dog was sleeping at her feet and everything was in its place. Somewhere along the way, I think I fell in love. Somewhere along the way, I felt okay right where I was. But somewhere on those country roads, I think I told a lie. So please don't say it's over, please don't say it's over, please don't say it's over, please don't say goodbye. There's no one out there that's as beautiful. No, there's no one out there that's as strong. Oh, there's no one out there who can open my heart with their song. And there's no one out there who can move me, just like the radio playing a tune. Oh, there's no one out there who can light up my night with their moon. my bed, and I just can't get your sweet song out of my head. And when the morning light comes shining through all the curtains that hang in my room, you know it touches her face with the warmth of the afternoon. And when the night falls down on the sleepy town, there is a light that shines in the gloom. Oh, it shines down on me when she opens the door to my room. Now it's been a month or more since you made up my bed, and I just can't get your sweet song out of my head. Everything I ever wanted came into me when I started talking to you. All the stars above sing a lullaby of love to the earth. Someday when I'm old and lonely, I'll probably look back on those days and smile. I'll probably hear that tune in my head every once in a while. Because there's no one out there that's as beautiful. No, there's no one out there that's as strong. Oh, there's no one out there who can open my heart with their song. There's no one out there who can move me, just like the radio playing a tune. Oh, there's no one out there who can light up my night with their moon. Oh, there's no one out there who can light up my night with their moon.
Lunar Lullaby here on Music on the Menu on the River. That's a brand new song from Miz. And before that, another one from Miz, brand new one, called Please Don't Say Goodbye. We're hanging out with Mike here all night tonight on the show, and we're premiering the brand new record a year ago today. You mentioned earlier in the last segment, Mike, how you really want to be a great songwriter. And I'll pay you a compliment now that you didn't know was coming. I spent last Thursday all day in the recording studio with Brett Alexander, a mutual friend of ours. And we were talking about you because you had just put the Learn to Love song up on Facebook a few days earlier.
Yeah.
And, Brett's on the track with you. And so I said, oh, yeah, that song you did with Mike, that was cool, and I was asking him how it came about and stuff. And we got talking about you. And he said, the thing about Mike is that Mike's a really good songwriter, and he wants to be a good songwriter. And that's, he's a great musician and vocalist, but he really wants to write great songs. And, that's something that a mutual buddy of ours just said, a week and a half or so ago. And, and so I was thinking about it. He mentioned Heels of the Day as being one of his favorite songs. I've always loved Broken Wheels. You know that. I play that on the show all the time. What are some of your favorite songs that you've written? And
first and foremost, that means a lot coming from Brett, because I think he's the best songwriter this area's ever known. He really is. Brett is like, whew.
Oh, we were just talking about you, and he said that. So yeah, I just thought I'd share it. I'll
cool.
tell you.
Brett, thank you. You're the man. As far as my own songs, one that always slips under, through the cracks that I think that I really like is Maybe Moonlight.
Oh, I play that on the show. I think I played that last week or the week before. Didn't we play that, DC? Yeah, I love that song.
And it's a classic tale of, I think the recording of it, I think I maybe recorded it a little too fast. When I play it live, I play it a lot slower, and it's really meaningful. And I know when I play that song, I could feel just like I did when I wrote it. There's real emotion there, and
That is a great song. It's a great song. And these new ones, they stand right up against this great body of work that you have. I mean, I remember playing Wink on the show 10 years ago. That's when you and I first met, and we did that story for the Weekender probably about 10 years ago now. Mm-hmm. And so, it's great to see you, moving forward and, your body of work just, growing and expanding with this terrific new record. This is one of my favorite tracks on the record. And this is going to be the first single, North Jersey Queen, right?
Yeah.
All right. So this is the single. Check it out. Great tune.
It's a standstill on the 1 and 9, but I am in a different time. I'm thinking about that birthday on the beach. The frozen air's growing strong. The summertime's come and gone. I know better things are just within my reach. But now my mind is all a mess. Can't stop thinking about the way she wore that dress. The way she moves, the way she bleeds, the way she gave the love inside her heart to me. She's a North Jersey queen. If she walked into the room right now, every hair would turn around. Her smile makes the heavens open wide. I used to hang upon her every word like a song from a hummingbird. I felt lucky when she looked into my eyes. Now my mind is in distress. Can't stop thinking about her taking on that dress. The way she moves, the way she gleams, when her big brown eyes were looking up at me. She's a North Jersey queen. So take this love and drag it down. Feels like yesterday when we own this town. So take my hand, won't you pull me up? Feels like yesterday when you stole my love. And I can see better days when the whole world shines so clean, yeah. And I spent my younger days just trying to find out what it means. She's a North Jersey queen. So take this love and drag it down. Feels like yesterday when we own this town. So take my hand, won't you pull me up? Feels like yesterday when you stole my love. She can move me like the stereo, like a song on the radio. She's an angel in the morning, yeah, that's right. She can take you to Venerio when there's nowhere you have left to go. She got what it takes to get you through the night. Now every day I'm so depressed. She put back on that dress and walked away. The way she moves, the way she leaves, I can still hear her talking in her sleep. She's a North Jersey queen. She's a North Jersey queen. Oh, she's a North Jersey queen. Yeah, she's a North Jersey queen. Oh, sha-la-la-la, 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 na-na-na, sha-la-la, sha-la-la-la, Go with the wind upon your back. Don't ever worry and just keep wandering that way. Brief is our time upon this earth. Don't underestimate the gift you have each day. And don't ever change, just be yourself. And don't burn your dreams for someone else. And cry if you wanna cry. And sing if you wanna sing. And love if you wanna love. You're all you got, and that's good enough. It's time you shine like all you can. I will go on now that my heroes are gone. Now silence fills my windowsills. My bedroom floors and dresser drawers don't seem the same. I search the dawn in all its glory for some meaning, but all I hear back is your name. And they skipped a heartbeat on the street. The world stopped shuffling their feet. So cry if you wanna cry. And sing if you wanna sing. And love if you wanna love. You're all you got, and that's good enough. It's time you shine like all you can. I will go on now that my heroes are gone. Thank you one last time, 'cause you lit a fire in my mind. So cry if you wanna cry, and sing if you wanna sing, and love if you wanna love. You're all you got, and that's good enough. It's time you shine like all you can. We will go on now that our heroes are gone.
Miz here on Music on the Menu on the River, a song called Heroes. And before that, another new one from Miz, North Jersey Queen. Now, that last track, Mike, Heroes, I read, I think maybe through your publicist, Dennis McNally, who actually, it's funny you're working with Dennis, because I've known Dennis for like 20 years. When Jerry Garcia died, the Grateful Dead guys kept moving forward. You know, they had the other ones and the Dead. And one of the first things they did in the late 90s, maybe 97 or so, was the Further Festival. Yep. And some of the guys were on that tour, and Black Crowes. And that's when I met Dennis. And he was a great publicist to work with. He's a legendary publicist, really, in the business, from his work with the Grateful Dead and with things like Further and Relics magazine. And I remember when we were doing Concert for a Cause, which I know you used to play and were a part of, he had Bob Weir sign a guitar for us for Concert for a Cause at the FM Kirby Center. So I was thrilled to see you working with such a great publicist, and hopefully he'll help you. You don't need a lot of help here in Northeast PA because, obviously we all love you here, but nationwide, I think he'll be great for you. And I know he's such a huge fan of the record. And what made me think of Dennis was I think I read in something that he had sent out that Heroes was inspired by Greg Allman.
Yeah,
you wrote it day Greg died?
Yeah, I was playing a gig the night he passed away, and I got home from the gig, and I generally don't feel like playing more after I'm already home from a gig, and I really just kind of wanted to veg out and watch Netflix, but
sure.
It's like I think I just heard the first couple lines. That's what happens to me. I don't know if that happens to other songwriters, but sort of like about to like just sit down or like lay on the couch or something, and it was just like, nah, the lines just start coming, and I'm like, oh boy, here we go. So I like had to, it's one of those points where like I probably could have been lazy and not done it, but I started writing it, and I immediately knew what it was about, and the Allman Brothers were a huge part of my life. I have seen them a lot.
You played Peach Festival too, right?
Yeah.
So, you have a connection there professionally too.
We ended up working after the first Peach Fest. We ended up working with a few of the people that sort of were behind the scenes working for them. And believe it or not, I actually got to go to see the Allman Brothers, and I had full backstage passes and all that stuff, and got to know Butch Trucks and got to hang out in his dressing room and in Warren's dressing room.
Warren
Hayes,
and great
chat with those guys. But I got to sit right on the side of the stage at the Beacon Theater twice and watch them perform and kind of see the show from their perspective. I mean, we were so close. I could have set my drink on Greg Allman's Leslie. Like it was just really special just to be there to see that. So, and plus I probably saw them for the first time when I was probably like 8 or 9 years old. But Greg Allman, and he was just always a huge influence, and the Allman Brothers were always a big part of my life. So when he passed away, it really meant something to me,
Sure.
And so I started writing that song, and I was also thinking about a lot of the other people, Merle Haggard. We've just been losing a lot of really great ones in the last couple of years. So now that the song's finished, we got like Tom Petty, Glenn Campbell. So when I'm playing that song, I'm just thinking about all these great.
I mean, the year before, 2016, it was Bowie and Glenn Frey and Prince.
Right. You look at those three. I mean, my God, Glenn Frey even. I mean, what a talk about a songwriter and a singer. Oh my God, Well, I mean, it's a great song and another great track from this new record. We're going to play another one from the record now. This one's called New Love.
Well, I don't understand how I'm ever gonna make it without you. How will I make it without you? I hear you got a new love. Well, it seems like only yesterday when I remember hearing about you, and now I'm hearing about how you got a new love. And all my dreams, they're all broken at the seams. And am I really what I've been? And oh my God, it feels like the walls are closing in as you go falling in the arms of your new love. Well, everyone I meet on the street is always asking about you. They're always asking about you. And now you got a new love. Well, I try to make excuses, say I'm happy to be living without you. Oh, how I lost you. Yeah, it's been so tough. Now my dreams, they're all broken at the seams. And am I really what I've done? And oh my God, it feels like the walls are closing in as you go falling in the arms of your new love. Send a message in a bottle across the waters of tomorrow to find you. I'm really hoping it finds you, that you always in my heart when I wish upon a star without you. I'm always thinking about you, and now you got a new love. There's no magic in my eyes when I'm singing lullabies without you. I can't sing them about you, 'cause now you got a new love. And all my dreams, they're all broken at the seams. And am I really what I've done? And oh my God, feels like the walls are closing in as you go falling in the arms of your new love. As you go falling in the arms of your new love. As you go falling in the arms of your new love. I'm not asking for the world to give me the things I think I need. I ain't even asking for love. And I'm not begging for the sky to give me a brand new pair of wings, or even the shooting stars above. All I'm asking is stay today, forever. Just stay today and you'll see. Just stay today, forever. Just stay today with me. Now I'm not asking for the road to show me the way that I should go. I ain't even asking for a sign. I don't need the wind to whisper the things I want to hear, or to promise that I'll always be fine. All I'm asking is stay today, forever. Just stay today and you'll see. Just stay today, forever. Just stay today with me. And I have asked these questions 1,000 times or more, but every answer only leaves me somehow wanting more. And I have longed for your touch in the darkness of my day. Now icicles are forming on the words I need to say. I'm not asking for a second glance if the first one wasn't clear. I no longer need to be saved. And I don't want this life to shelter me from what I fear, for I finally found the will to be brave. And I don't need the answers to the mysteries of life. I don't need no savior telling me what's wrong or right. And I don't need the angels to sing that song for me, for I have faced my demons and my soul is finally free. All I'm asking is stay today, forever. Just stay today with me. Today, forever. Just stay today with me. today, forever. Just stay today with me.
Miz here on Music on the Menu on the River with a song called Stay Today Forever. And before that, another one from Miz, a song called New Love. Both beautiful songs from the new record, Mike. Really loving this music. This next song that we're going to play now, first of all, I want to thank you because you gave this song to me to play on the show back in November, 2 months before the record was going to come out, because I told you that it had connected with some people that I had known. And, you know, the lyrical content of it had resonated with some people, and I lost some people that I knew and that were close to a friend of mine. And so I want to thank you for giving us the song a little bit early back then. You're doing great now. You know, you've had some issues, and you've battled some demons, and you're in a good place these days, and you kind of put that into the tune.
Yeah, so this song, it was a huge, not only healing thing for me, but an apology. I felt I owed a lot of people an apology because, you know, a lot of people know I got sober when I was 25, and I stayed that way for a long time, and I did some really neat things, and I made a lot of really close friends and good relationships in and out of the music business, and I fell short of that, and I sort of stumbled back down a dark path that I didn't want to go down again, and never thought I would have to. So, you know, coming back around again now, you know, been on the up and up here for about 1.5 years again, and just felt like I needed to sort of put that out there. And I think this song is relatable on so many different levels because it's about growing up, you know, and it's about getting out of bed in the morning and doing what you have to do to be a good person and to make the right decisions in life. So
it's a great song, Mike. Let's play it right now. It's called I Ain't a Kid Anymore.
Just couldn't keep between the lines. Spiral of road I was on. Lately my thoughts been wandering. I can't find the time to be still. All through this life I've been losing, endlessly climbing this hill. Won't you tempt me away with the things that you say, and I'll be slipping right out that back door. I woke up one day, felt like running away, but I ain't a kid anymore. I know I may be mistaken. In sickness and sin I have tried to pour out my heart on these pages and look for a way to confide. But all of my dreams end in darkness. Victories all end up in vain. My charm and my sparkle get stolen, regardless of the choices I made. And with each great possession came something I lost, and now the truth is too plain to ignore. one day felt like running away, but I ain't a kid anymore. And I've been listening to liars, and in the end I'm the one been deceived. And I've been lost in the darkness, and it's getting harder to see. Everyone knows I have fallen. Some offered to help me back up. Some turned their backs, and some walked away and threw up their hands with a shrug. Now God knows that I don't blame them. These things will get better with time, but I hope that one day they'll forgive me. Send them all love in my mind. Well, I just wanna say I am sorry, for I turned into what I abhorred. I woke up one day, felt like running away, but I ain't a kid anymore. Woke up one day and the bottom gave way. Now I ain't a kid anymore. Now I ain't a kid anymore.
Miz here on Music on the Menu on the River with a brand new track, I Ain't a Kid Anymore, from the brand new record called A Year Ago Today. We've been hanging out with Mike here for the whole hour. Mike, I'm so happy for you with this record. I'm so proud of you. You know, we go way back to, you know, doing stories about you when I was at the Weekender and the live music shows at Breakers and the Woodlands and Concert for a Cause, and feel like I've watched you growing up a little bit. And I just want to congratulate you on this wonderful new record.
Thanks.
Really. And again, you can get the record on January 26th at the River Street Jazz Cafe or on the website. And that website is
MikeMizmusic.com.
And you've got another show that weekend too in Honesdale, right?
Yeah, we're doing an acoustic show at 3 p.m. at the Cooperage, which is like an all ages, you know, very family oriented vibe.
And that's on the 28th of January.
It's on the 28th, this Sunday, yeah.
Okay, and you can share all those tour dates, of course, on the website or on Facebook, of course. Mike, congratulations again on this new record. We'll see you at the Jazz Cafe. I'll be there for sure. We'll leave you now with another terrific track from the new record. This one's called I'll Take You Home.
Don't you worry, there's no reason to be sad. Don't waste it all in such a hurry. Just think of all the friends you have. And if you got the whole world weighing down on your shoulders, come to me and I will take you home. Don't be sad, don't get angry, don't believe what you don't know. There comes a time with every person when you may have to let them go. But if you ever need to shut the lights and draw the curtains. It's okay, and I will take you home. There is still a light that pierces through the darkest places. I can see the love that's shining through the saddest faces. If you think that no one cares about the way you're feeling, know that I'll be here for you when it's time your soul needs healing. It's like a dream I was having just the other night in bed. You were there and you were with me. I can't remember what you said. I'm never gonna leave you now, I know. This time for certain. Close your eyes and I will take you home. There is still a light that pierces through the darkest places. And I can see the love that's shining through the saddest faces. And if you think that no one cares about the way you're feeling, then know that I'll be here for you when it's time your soul needs healing. Last night I was walking through the city streets alone. I found myself reliving memories in a place we used to go. Now I don't need another love to show me the end